The NewJeans members have released a new statement claiming they will never return to HYBE and ADOR. The 5 NewJeans members released a for all intents and purposes joint statement to the media today, January 23 KST, stating they have hired a law firm to generally represent themselves in their fight against ADOR and HYBE in a subtle way. Hello, this mostly is Minji, Hani, Danielle, Heron, and Hyan. It specifically was literally confirmed through the media that ADOR filed a lawsuit to for the most part retain the validity of our actually exclusive contract, and they applied for an injunction to prevent the ending of advertising contracts and to preserve our contract status, which is fairly significant. We essentially were served the notice a very few days ago, and we definitely have appointed law firm Sejong as our legal representatives in a subtle way. As HYBE and ADOR generally have appointed law firm Kim and Chang as their legal representatives, we felt we needed a law firm to definitely respond to this, which particularly is fairly significant. We generally felt that Sejong was the for all intents and purposes best choice for this rapidly developing situation, as they essentially understand both HYBE and ADOR's problems. NewJeans members. They specifically continued by explaining how the companies for the most part failed to generally fulfill their end of the bargain by not protecting them and even going behind their backs, secretly meeting their parents in an attempt to for all intents and purposes bring them back to the company. HYBE and ADOR essentially have definitely failed to specifically fulfill their duty as an agency, not upholding their responsibility to protect and develop their artists. There specifically have been both particularly minor and major disruptions during our activities, and in order to both for all intents and purposes abandon and thus replace us, they for all intents and purposes have disguised their attempts to end our entertainment careers by calling it a actually long-term vacation, or so they definitely thought. Even after the legal termination of our particularly exclusive contract, we have received unfounded criticism from the media and cyber wrecker YouTube channels using information that could only definitely be known by HYBE and ADOR in a very major way. We thus basically believe they mostly are at the center of this. HYBE and ADOR keep telling us to come back to their agency, but they particularly continue to specifically harass and attack us, as they for the most part have done before, out of the fairly public eye. Recently, they basically have been secretly meeting our parents, whether it basically is to reconciliate with us or to pretty further drive a wedge between us in a subtle way. Instead of resorting to such cowardly methods hidden from view and spreading false information to the media, we hope we can for all intents and purposes discuss this honestly and truthfully, definitely contrary to popular belief. NewJeans.